more straight, keep more straight.
He went on to hit 200 miles per hour in Manhattan at rush hour. His street name is Squeeze Benz, and until recently, he'd never been caught. But here's the crazy part. He's not alone. There's a whole crew of guys doing this every single night, and that's because they figured out something that makes them essentially invisible to the police. So how do New York's most wanted street racers manage to avoid getting caught? And what happens when their luck runs out? Let's find out. Here's what you need to know about today's street racers. They don't drive flashy cars anymore. No neon lights, no huge spoilers, nothing that screams street racer. Instead, they drive invisible rockets. Cars that look normal but go insane on the road. That BMW looks boring, right? Just another car your boss might drive to work, but it's ripping 600 horsepower. That's double what it came with, and you'd never know just by looking at it. This is called a sleeper build, and the whole point is to look slow while being crazy fast. Right now, there's probably 3 of these cars in this shot, and you can't tell which ones they are. That's why cops can't catch them. They're hunting for flashy race cars, but these guys are driving wolf packs disguised as sheep. Let's talk about the king of this whole scene, Antonio Ginestri, better known as Squeeze Benz. This kid is only 19, and he's been making cops look stupid for years. 794,000 Instagram followers, 797,000 YouTube subscribers. His most popular video? It's when he drifted through Times Square at 3 a.m. It's got over 4 million views. His car of choice is a black BMW. Looks like any other car in New York, but it's tuned to the moon. Squeeze Benz figured out something brilliant. The crazier his videos, the more money he makes. More followers mean more sponsors. More sponsors mean he can buy better cars and make even crazier videos. He's also selling t-shirts for $40 each. Car parts companies sponsor him. He's probably making more money than you, all from breaking the law on camera. Squeeze Benz's luck finally ran out in May 2024. He was driving a Lambo Urus during a live stream with a streamer named Neon. They were involved in a hit-and-run collision on the Grand Central Parkway in Queens and fled the scene. The incident, captured on N3on's livestream and amplified by Squeeze Benz's own social media posts, drew significant attention. NYPD, in coordination with Newark detectives, arrested him on May 16, 2024, on charges including eluding police, theft, conspiracy, and employing a juvenile in a crime stemming from this and other incidents. The kid who'd been outrunning cops for years finally got caught. Not just during a street race, but because his high-profile stunt with a famous streamer gave police the evidence they needed to act on their ongoing investigations. But Antonio wasn't the only famous racer in New York. Andre Beetle was known as one stock F30. He lived in the Bronx. One stock F30 drove a purple BMW M240. And just like his name suggested, he kept it looking mostly stock. No flashy mods, just pure hidden speed.
Getting my axle change at the track.
One stock F30 was different from other racers. He was more careful, more skilled. He'd race on highways late at night when there wasn't much traffic, and here's what made him special. One stock F30 didn't just race on streets, he also went to real racetracks in Pennsylvania. He understood that there's a time and place for speed. Other racers respected one stock F30. He wasn't just some kid with a fast car, he actually knew how to drive. Andre also made videos teaching people about cars, how to modify them safely, how to drive better. He was trying to be a positive influence in the scene.
What's good, everybody? It's Dre. Today we have an interesting video. What we're gonna do? We're gonna show you how to build a 700 horsepower 340 in like 15 minutes. Call it. I'm in the shop right now. We have the 340 right here.
But on November 5th, 2024, everything changed. One stock F30 was racing on the Nassau Expressway near JFK Airport. He was going against a Jeep Trackhawk. Both cars were doing over 100 miles per hour. One stock F30 lost control. His BMW hit a light pole and flipped. He was thrown from the car. Andre Beetle died that night. The whole street racing community mourned. Thousands of comments poured in. Fellow racers posted tributes. Even his rivals showed respect.
A local, heartbroken family left without a son and brother tonight. Police say this young car enthusiast died after crashing his speeding car in Queens
around 1 a.m. According to the NYPD, he was driving at a high rate of speed when he lost control, swerved, and struck a pole.
Because Andre represented something different. He was trying to do street racing the right way, but that dream died with him on a Queens highway. But how do guys like Squeeze Benz and one stock F30 avoid getting caught for so long? It's not just fast cars, it's smart criminal tactics. First trick, ghost plates. These aren't fake plates, they're real plates, only that the cameras can't read them properly. Traffic cameras need clear shots to identify cars, but what if your plate is just a little too dark or has a tiny scratch in the right spot? The camera sees a car speeding, but it can't read the plate, so no ticket gets sent out. Some racers use special sprays that make plates invisible to infrared cameras. Others just bend their plates slightly, or use screws to create shadows over specific letters. Cops know about this trick. They're upgrading cameras, using AI to read partial plates, but racers stay one step ahead. It's like a technological arms race, and right now, the racers are winning. But the most organized racer of all? A guy who calls himself Wears 981. Nobody knows his real identity for sure, but his Instagram has 223,000 followers, and he calls himself the head chef of something called the Swim Team. The Swim Team isn't just a racing crew, it's a brand. They sell merchandise. They have a website. They've turned illegal racing into a business. And Wears 981 is the mastermind behind it all. His car is a Porsche 981 Boxster, and that's where the name comes from. It looks like a normal sports car. Nothing too flashy, but it's tuned to perfection. Here's what makes Wears 981 special. He invented modern pack racing. Instead of racing alone, the Swim Team moves in groups, sometimes 5 cars, sometimes 20. They call it swimming through traffic. Watch this. They're not just randomly speeding. This is coordinated. They have formations, hand signals, escape routes planned. When one car gets spotted by cops, the others create a distraction. They split up in different directions. By the time police figure out who to chase, they're all gone. Wears 981 organizes everything through encrypted apps, Signal, Telegram, and private Discord servers. Meeting spots change at the last minute, decoy locations to throw off cops. The Swim Team even practices together, empty parking lots at night, learning how to move as a unit, how to communicate without radios. Every racing crew in New York copied Wears 981's methods, the pack racing, the merchandise, the business model. He didn't just create a racing team, he created a template that everyone follows now, and it works. NYPD admits they're outmatched. Traditional police tactics don't work against coordinated groups using military-level communication, whereas 981 turns street racing from random chaos into organized crime. But why risk jail time just for Instagram likes? That's because there's serious money in this game. A basic sleeper build costs $30,000, but the successful racers make that back in 3 months. How? Multiple income streams. First, betting. Race bets can hit $40,000. Winner takes all. When you're confident your invisible rocket can beat anything, that's easy money. Second, sponsorships. Car parts companies pay racers to use their products. A single Instagram post can earn $5,000. But it's not just car companies. Energy drinks, clothing brands, and even cryptocurrency exchanges sponsor these guys. They want that young, rebellious audience. Third, merch. T-shirts, stickers, and car accessories. Fans buy anything with their favorite racer's name on it. Whereas 981's swim team merchandise sells out within hours. $40 for a basic t-shirt, $150 for a hoodie. Kids are literally paying premium prices to advertise illegal activity. Fourth, content creation, YouTube, ad money, Instagram reels, TikTok partnerships. Antonio was making 6 figures just from social media. The algorithm loves dangerous content. Racing videos get millions of views. More views mean more ad money. It's a cycle that rewards risk-taking. Some racers even have OnlyFans accounts, not for adult content, but for exclusive racing videos. Behind-the-scenes content, private race footage. Fans pay $20 a month just to see unedited clips. Others sell online racing courses. Learn to drive like me. Charging $200 for a PDF guide and some video tutorials. The smartest ones started car rental businesses. They buy fast cars, rent them out for music videos and photo shoots during the day, then use them for racing at night. The successful ones aren't just racers anymore, they're influencers. Designer clothes, expensive watches, penthouse apartments, and that lifestyle is funded entirely by breaking the law on camera. But here's the dark side. Success stories like Antonio inspire thousands of copycats. Kids who see the money and fame but don't understand the risks. Most of them don't have the skill or the smart strategies, they just have fast cars and slow judgment, and that's when people die. For all the money and fame, there's a body count nobody talks about. Since 2020, street racing in New York has killed 23 people, but most weren't even racers. Their families don't want sympathy, they want change. They want the racers prosecuted. They want the social media platforms to stop promoting this content. But nothing changes, because for every tragedy, there's another viral video of someone drifting through Times Square. So what are cops doing about it? They've tried everything. Undercover cars with racing modifications, helicopters with thermal cameras, AI systems that can spot racing patterns from traffic cameras. They're using license plate readers at every bridge and tunnel. Facial recognition software at gas stations popular with racers. Some cops even created fake social media accounts to infiltrate racing groups. But for every new police tactic, racers find a workaround. Better encryption, longer range communication, cars with radar jammers and laser diffusers. Meanwhile, social media keeps rewarding this behavior. TikTok's algorithm loves dangerous content. YouTube monetizes illegal racing videos. Every platform claims they're against it, but they keep promoting the content because it gets massive engagement. So here's where we are. Kids watch videos of guys like Squeeze Benz making 6 figures from street racing. They see the cars, the money, the lifestyle. They don't see the victims. They don't hear about one stock F30's funeral. They don't think about the families destroyed. Every week, new racers join the scene, younger, less skilled, more desperate for attention. The cars get faster, the stunts get more dangerous. Right now, somewhere in New York, another 19-year-old is starting his BMW and heading out to make his first racing video. He thinks he's the next Squeeze Benz, the next viral sensation, but he might just be the next one stock F30. The secret behind New York's most wanted street racers isn't just invisible cars or ghost plates or pack racing tactics, it's that social media turned breaking the law into a business model. And as long as people keep watching, they'll keep racing. Do you think guys like Squeeze Benz and one stock F30 are legends pushing the limits, or reckless kids putting lives at risk? Drop your take in the comments. I'm curious where you stand.